Are you looking for more advanced reports to monitor Jira? In this video, we'll walk you through the process of setting up a connector we developed to access Jira data using Power BI. This lets you unlock the full potential of Power BI for creating highly detailed reports. The connector is open source and available on GitHub, allowing you to use and customize it as needed. Among the multiple benefits, we have that Power BI connects directly to Jira without the need for an intermediate database. Also, pagination is avoided. The Jira API brings the data in batches of 10, 50, or whatever you prefer. Later in the video, we'll use a batch of 100, but you can change it as needed. Also, it's important to mention that the connector brings all these batches, then joins the data in a large array and passes it to Power BI entirely. So Power BI receives 100% of the data. And finally, the connection is through REST API, with that meaning the web. So the use of the gateway is not required, which brings quicker updates of information at any time. Let's take a look at how this works in practice. Let's go to full screen. Here we have our Jira report built in Power BI, designed for easy navigation. For instance, it includes metrics like the total number of Jira issues and the count of created projects. Issues are also categorized by status in a pie chart and by priority in a bar chart. On the left-hand side, you'll find filters to refine the data by issue status, status category, priority, and assigning. Finally, the table chart displays all Jira issues along with their various attributes and include URLs linking each issue directly to its Jira record. Okay, for example, what we're going to do is going to the issue with the key SUP-10. The summary indicates that the issue was raised because we need to purchase additional licenses. Let's click on the URL to see this issue in Jira. Here we are in Jira, looking at the issue SUP-10 with all its details. We can see the current priority is set to P3. But let's say we need to expedite the purchase of this license. To ensure it's handled right away, we'll update the priority from P3 to highest. Once that's done, we can close the screen. Remember that it's still showing P3 priority in the dashboard. What we need to do to update the view is refreshing the dataset. So let's go to this view and let's click the refresh button. We see that it's updating. And once it's updated, we go back to our report and refresh the visuals. So finally, we indeed have highest set as the priority for this issue in our Power BI report, which fetches data from Jira. Okay? In this way, we can see how easy it is to have updated data in our Power BI report. This connector is available on our GitHub page, and we've included a link in the video description to a setup guide with detailed instructions. Additionally, you'll find a Power BI example along this path, with a direct link provided in the description as well. Now, to follow the video, we're going to Power BI desktop report. I've already downloaded and I have it here, and we'll click in transform data. We're going to the Power Query editor. Alright, here we have everything needed to set up the connector. First, we have the URL where the connector is installed, followed by the connector token. Remember, two tokens are required, one for the connector itself and one to access Jira. For now, we've named this token as free token, but you can easily customize it in the source code. Next, we specify the domain. Here it's audocs.com and the Jira account email, which is jira@audocs.com in this example. The email you must use is the same as the user of Jira. Also, you can create a generic email just for using the connector. For instance, you can create the user powerbi@audocs.com or powerbi@thenameofyourcompany.com. Then we have the token provided by Jira, and you'll find guidance in the GitHub description on how to obtain it. Finally, for the maximum result parameter, we'll set it to 100. Now, let's review how the issues table was constructed. For this, we'll right-click on the table and go to Advanced Editor. Here we have all the steps applied, but let's go to the first step, which is in charge of retrieving data from Jira through the connector. In this code, we specify the URL where our code is installed as a parameter and use the getRecords method. The table is built using the issues object, and we also pass the domain as a parameter. Additionally, we include other required attributes for the query, such as the email, the API token, and a default GQL section. The max result is also passed as a parameter, and headers are configured for sending the request to the API. Then all the following steps are here to convert the JSON into the fields we need. So with this information, you have everything you need to build your Power BI report based on your Jira data. You can find the Power BI connector for Jira here, and you can find the Power BI reports for Power BI Desktop here, which you can download and use as a basis for your own report. Well, folks, I hope this video has helped you understand how to connect Jira to Power BI. If you need more information, here are our contact details at Audocs Ingeniería. If you liked the video, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon, leave us your comments, and share the video with whoever you think might find it useful. Bye bye!